Hey Nazis, fuck you. Hey MAGA, fuck you. Hey Proud Boys, fuck you. Hey Elon, fuck you. Hey fascists, fuck you.
Greetings, world. We are anonymous. Bovino, Trump, and the rest of the idiots are fucking around, and they're about to find out. Firstly, let's talk about revolutions and how they affect history. Left-wing revolutions try to break inherited hierarchies, monarchy, aristocracy, racial caste, colonial rule. They try to expand political participation, redistribute power, such as labor rights or resources, and push society towards new social arrangements. Social inclusion comes from the left, and most leftist movements try to expand human freedom and scientific capacity. Right-wing revolutions tend to be restorations or reactions that consolidate power upward to the elite, and usually collapse or stagnate. The right tries to restore a lost order of a nation, religion, race, or hierarchy. They centralize authority, suppress pluralism, they halt or reverse social change. It takes a bunch of dumb fucks to gleefully follow along and try to stagnate progress. One ideology is forward-looking, the other is backward-looking. If you're trying to push society backwards instead of progress it, then you're a dumb fuck, and you need to understand that right-wing revolutions always end in humiliation. There isn't one right-wing revolution that is stuck. There's so much dumb fuckery going on, but one thing we are happy about is seeing the people of the USA finally fighting back against the MAGA machine. Look at what a complete joke these authoritarian fascists really are. The reality of it all is, they're fueled by stupidity. Trump grins as he gets a participation trophy from Venezuela's Machado. You can't get more cringe than this current administration. It goes on and on. Cringe MAGA action after cringe MAGA action, we see the American people standing up, and they're finally putting their fists in the air in defiance. Most of the USA agrees it's time to smash the fash. So, how the actual fuck did we get here? The rise of authoritarianism in the United States did not happen by accident. It was enabled by fear, disinformation, and blind obedience to power by a bunch of fucking morons who wear red hats and call themselves MAGA. The dumb fuck brigade, Donald Trump, who is a dumb fuck himself, sold a reactionary, fascistic vision of America to millions of other dumb fucks, and institutions that were supposed to uphold the Constitution chose compliance over duty. The evil one reared its head. It called itself the President of Peace. Then it invaded a sovereign nation under the guise of drug cartels. Then it pointed to an ally and told him to give him its territory. Greenland told him to fuck off. Now Trump wants war with them too in a final act of dumb fuckery. We are glad the EU is sending troops over to Greenland to call Donald Trump's bluff. Back to the Proud Boy Gimp parade known as ICE. Individuals within ICE, including figures such as Greg Bovino, have participated in tactics that violate constitutional protections, federal law, and basic human rights. Masked raids, unlawful detentions, excessive force, and the targeting of civilians are not law enforcement. They are the behaviors of an unaccountable force operating outside democratic norms. Trump will fall, and so will the ICE agents responsible for the murder and brutality of the people of the USA. We also have to mention that Greg Bovino is a very, very tiny man with a very tiny penis. He suffers from a psychological disorder called small man syndrome, and it's funny to watch him waddle in public as people laugh at him. He's marked for the rest of his miserable life. It's that kind of dumb fuckery, that kind of lack of future foresight which makes each and every one of these gimps some of the dumbest people to ever be put on this planet. They follow unlawful orders and somehow think they will have some kind of protection. ICE are not police officers, nor do they have jurisdiction over any neighborhood or city. They need a judicial warrant to enter your home, and they certainly do not have the authority to stop you on the street and ask for your papers unless they have a reasonable articulated suspicion. What we've seen ICE display is unreasonable, brutal, and against the law. History is unambiguous on this point. Just following orders has never been a valid defense. From Nuremberg onward, the world has recognized that individuals are responsible for unlawful actions, regardless of who issued the command. Obedience does not absolve guilt. They'll tell everyone we were just following orders. Nazis were hanged for less at Nuremberg. What we are witnessing is not strength, it is cowardice. Hiding behind masks while holding a gun to people's heads, suppressing identification, and attacking the vulnerable are the actions of people who already know they will be asked to answer for what they've done. Investigations are inevitable. Records exist. Orders are traceable. Accountability always comes. Each and every ICE agent who is in the field must be held accountable. The citizens' faith in their government is broken. To really understand how stupid and moronic these people are, all you have to do is see their lack of future vision. They obey without question. Even when innocent people are murdered, children brutalized, they obey. They do not understand that very soon they'll all be under investigation, and revenge will be had for this dark moment in American history. One single man and a slew of complete fucking idiots. That is all it took to destroy the USA. It wasn't bombs, it was stupid people filled with conspiracy theories, hatred, and racism, with no critical thinking skills that did the USA in. It was people just like Greg Bovino who stood at The Hague and pleaded, "not guilty," because they were following orders. Those people were hung, and when the day comes for retribution, for the revenge we all crave, have the same type of empathy the right had when they murdered Silverio Villegas Gonzalez, or Rene Good, or the 21-year-old protester who was blind in his left eye because ICE shot him with a pepper ball at point-blank range and then beat the shit out of him, or the 17-year-old Target worker who was beaten bloody and dropped off 8 miles from where he was abducted from his job, or the pregnant woman on her way to the doctor who was thrown on the ground. Emega laughs. The most damning failure is not malice. It is the absence of moral imagination. Authoritarianism survives because ordinary people stop asking questions. They stop thinking critically. They stop seeing the future consequences of their actions. That is how democracies collapse. Not through bombs, but through obedience, through stupidity, through dumb fuckery. Those who violated the Constitution will be named. Those who ordered crimes will be identified. Those who carried them out will be held personally responsible. Men like Greg Bovino and the agents of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement are not victims of circumstance. They are volunteers. They chose to hide their faces, discard the Constitution, and treat civilians as enemy combatants. They chose unlawful raids, disappearances, and violence against unarmed people, and they did it proudly. Look at history. Right-wing movements always push the left to react, and when the left gets fed up and does react, revolutions follow. Society changes. This is going to happen. People have been pushed too far. Revenge will indeed come, and when it does have no sympathy for any MAGA, they pushed and pushed and pushed, and the consequences will be severe, because if they're not, then the entire country needs to revolt. Buy guns, buy ammo. Self-defense is not a crime, nor is it violence. Get your fucking pitchforks and torches. Take note on what Democrats are saying. Gavin Newsom mentions he won't abolish ICE. After all of the horrible shit ICE has done to the citizens of the USA, any Democrat not running off the platform of abolishing and prosecuting ICE should be ignored and never given a position of power again. Welcome to Dark Woke. So, Trump, ICE, Greg Bovino, and all the rest of the cowards who have inflicted harm on the citizens of the USA, remember this: it never ended well for the fascists before you, and it won't end well for you. The people are coming. These aren't idle threats, they're literally historical promises. Fuck ICE. Fuck Trump. Release the fucking Epstein files. We are anonymous, we are legion, we do not forgive, we do not forget, expect us.